I don't know what that was. Hey everybody, Multiclass Gamer here. Just in another weird camera angle, I guess, another new camera angle I'm trying out. Today, I'm here to bring you my top 5 SpongeBob games, actually. Someone on Twitter asked me about that the other day, so I thought, hey, that could be one of the early topics for this vlog I'm doing now. So, um, I'm here to present to you my top 5 favorite SpongeBob games. I figured I'd probably do this eventually at some point, but why not? I own every SpongeBob game. I haven't played all of them. In fact, I had only played through and complete like a minority of them, and I only consider games I completed for this list. So this list is subject to change, as with any top 5 list that I make. And but I hope you'll appreciate either way, and just know that if this is just my preference. It's not an official top 5 best SpongeBob games. That's basically it's up to whatever games you enjoy basically the most, and these are currently mine. Now the number 5 was actually the hardest one, actually, because I knew it was going to be one of the SpongeBob PC games, and honestly, after playing through all of them, I actually like them all pretty much. Okay, well, not all of them. I haven't played Clash of the Triton yet, and what's it called? Clash of the Triton. There's a PC game based off the Triton special, and I have that. But there was some other weird ones too. Like there was a movie, like a SpongeBob episode editor or something like that. But either way, the one that I ended up deciding on was the SpongeBob movie PC game. Yeah. So honestly, the reason why I chose this one, again, there was a lot of stiff competition. I basically, because I like almost all of the SpongeBob PC games, like the mainline ones, pretty much equally. But this one I decided to give the edge to because the fact that it kind of, I don't know, there's just something kind of enjoyable about the fact that it follows a more cohesive story than the other ones, instead of like just going around Bikini Bottom doing random stuff to meet an objective or something like that. Like as is the case for quite a few of them, actually. Like with Operation Krabby Patty, you're going around. Well, for both different stories, you're going around Bikini Bottom, like doing all these different tasks to reach an end goal. Basically, you can kind of say the same thing for Battle for Bikini Bottom on PC, because you're just going around playing all these different mini games to eventually reach the chum bucket to rescue friends. And with the Lights, Camera, Pants, you're going around gathering actors and movies or not movies, but like actors and props, whatnot, for the movie. And for okay, I don't know. Well, I guess a Nutty Nightmare kind of has a good story going for it, but well, not really. Because like it's the characters dreaming, so they could just do whatever they want, but still. You get the idea, basically. Like this follows the story of the movie fairly closely. It does take some creative liberties, and those are pretty cool. Like we get to see new locations. Basically, there are nowhere else in the entire the entire world of SpongeBob anywhere. So yeah, we see a lot of interesting areas. There's even one part we get to play as Mindy. That's pretty awesome. Like they don't do that in any of the other PC versions, at least, or any of the versions of the SpongeBob movie game. I haven't played the GBA version yet. Oh, what the hell? That's not the first time I've seen the fire truck come down this road. It's actually pretty often, actually, often to the same house too. I don't know what's going on over there. I hope everyone's okay. Anyways, but yeah, I love the PC movie, the PC version of the SpongeBob movie game, basically. So that's my number 5 pick. Again, future Let's Play down the line of the SpongeBob LP Marathon. Which, by the way, yes, that's still going. Someone asked in the update video if I was going to continue the SpongeBob LP Marathon. Yes, I will. We're going to continue with either Battle for Bikini Bottom GBA or Rehydrated, if I happen to feel like playing that game when I get back to the marathon, essentially. So anyways, number 4, I've rambled on way too long, but and this is going to be like a 15-minute video like usual, so I might ramble on a little bit when I'm talking about each entry. I apologize for that in advance. Number 4 is Creature from the Krusty Krab, the console version specifically. Yeah, it's I will say that well, actually no, I won't. I was gonna talk about another potential entry that didn't make it, but I'll talk about it towards the end actually. But yeah, I thought there was another entry that was gonna beat this one, but honestly, I like it. I like that one better. I like this one better. I mean, the Creature from the Crusty Crab console version, because it's okay. I'll say it. This actually beat out Revenge of Flying Dutchman console version. That's not gonna be on this list, which kind of spoils another entry, but still. Yeah, this beat out Revenge of Flying Dutchman because of the fact that it's just a bit more well built of a game, I guess. Like this, the as much as I love Revenge of Flying Dutchman on console version for nostalgic purposes, this is I feel like this is overall a better made game essentially. Overall, it is kind of weird, I guess, because it's got all the dreams and whatnot going on. It's basically going through from dream world to dream world essentially is how the game goes. Now I would specifically recommend the PS2 version above the GameCube and Wii version. The GameCube version is the one I grew up playing. That's the one I had as a kid. But it does have a bug at the end of the game where there's no audio in the very last cutscene that plays after the credits. So it's in pretty much all the copies of the GameCube version as far as I know. And the Wii version, I don't recommend this, and it's not because of the motion controls. I haven't experienced those yet, but the thing is, whenever I play this, it always eventually crashes. And I have the same issue with Atlantic Square Panthers on Wii too. Like, it seems like my Wii SpongeBob games always have a tendency to crash, and it's just so weird, and it's kind of annoying too. I haven't played any of the other SpongeBob Wii games I have besides Truth or Square, at least a little bit on a stream years ago. And that's not going to be on this list, by the way, because of the fact that I haven't completed it yet, so I apologize for those who love that game. But yeah, I would not recommend the Wii version myself, mainly because I just can't myself, because I've had issues with it, and I worry about if I play it too much and it crashes too many times, it might hurt my console, might brick it potentially. I don't know. I'm just kind of worried about that, so that's why I personally don't recommend it, but maybe there's people out there who do have the Wii version that don't have that issue. Maybe it's just my copy. But it's kind of weird, the two of these SpongeBob games, specifically the Blitz games, SpongeBob games that are made by Blitz Games, those are the ones that tend to crash, so I don't know. Maybe it's just my copy, but still. That's why I recommend the PS2 version. It's just got the least amount of issues, basically. So, Creature from the Crusty Crab PS2. Next up, number 3 is Revenge of Flying Dutchman on Game Boy Advance. Not the console version, Game Boy Advance version. This is by far the superior version of Revenge of Flying Dutchman. It's just it's a really decent 2D platformer, honestly. I highly recommend it. I grew up playing it, and I thought it was too hard growing up, but honestly, it's really not. It's granted, I've grown up, and I've gotten a lot better at video games since then, so I'm actually able to complete this now. You guys saw that from my Let's Play last year for the SpongeBob LP Marathon, and it was through doing that Let's Play I really fell in love with this game, and I actually enjoy it more than the console version. But don't get me wrong, I still love the console version purely out of nostalgia. And I still think it's a decent game. It's just not one of those games I'd recommend playing, essentially, especially if you're new to the SpongeBob games, essentially. So overall, very decent game, a pretty good 2D platformer. Definitely give it a try, especially if you're new to SpongeBob games and you want to do something a little more simple. It's basically follows the same story as the console version, but the levels are different. It's a 2D platformer, basically, and there's still stuff to collect along the way, so it's a lot of fun. All right, number 2, we have the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the console version. I would specifically recommend the Xbox version. As with any SpongeBob game that happens to be on the Xbox version, it's got the fastest loading screens, and it has no save times whatsoever. It takes no time at all for it to save your game. Like, there's no pause at all when the game saves. Like, that's how fast and how well it performs, essentially. But yeah, the SpongeBob movie game is it's definitely one of the best SpongeBob games, not just in my opinion, but also objectively from the general consensus. Basically, it's I think it's a really good follow-up to Battle for Bikini Bomb, and I always considered it the actual sequel to it instead of Truth or Square. But to be fair, I haven't played Truth or Square yet, so for all I know, Truth or Square could even be better than the SpongeBob movie. Who knows? But either way, I think it's a really good game. It's a 3D platformer. It's made by the same people as the SpongeBob, as Battle from Key Bomb, and it follows the story of the movie essentially, and it's a linear adventure. So it's different enough from Battle from Key Bomb to feel like a different game, but at the same time, it's got the same game engine and the same and similar gameplay essentially. So it's a very well made game, and I also highly recommend it. You guys could tell though from my Let's Play of it obviously a few years ago, so there's no secret about that. And obviously I'm going to be revisiting it again for the SpongeBob LP Marathon once I get around to it. But of course, we have number one, and I think this comes as absolutely no surprise to anyone. It's Battle from Key Bomb, the console version, obviously. No surprise there whatsoever. What else was it going to be? But some of you probably thought it was going to be Rehydrated. Honestly, no. I still prefer the original over Rehydrated. I think that Rehydrated's a good game, but I still prefer the original over Rehydrated, honestly. I don't know why, but there's just something, even after the patches that fixed the controls and made it feel better, and after they fixed the whole Mr. Krabs spiel, I still think it comes up short compared to the original. I honestly couldn't tell you what it is. It just doesn't feel the same. Like, for some reason it feels, I think the best way I can describe it is it feels kind of slow paced for some reason compared to when I actually played this, which feels like a fast paced fun adventure. I don't know why, because I'm sure that if I were to play both of them, the overall time would be the same, but still it just feels slower than the original, and I don't know why. And just like with the SpongeBob movie, I prefer the Xbox version over the R2, and I went into pretty explicit detail about that during the Let's Play last year, so there's no point me going further into that, and I've already gushed and fawned over and over again how much I love Battle from Key Bomb, so I don't think I need to do any more, because after 2 Let's Plays and after all these discussion videos I've had, I think I've already explained enough why I love that game. In fact, honestly, I'm probably less burnt out with the original than I am the Rehydrated, because it makes sense with Rehydrated because I played 3 times over the past few months. But it has been a while since I played the original. Of course, I was for the Let's Play, which I finished earlier this year. Yeah, honestly, I look forward to whenever I do get around to doing Rehydrated for Let's Play, but I just don't feel ready yet because I'm just so burnt out. I guess talk about something else real quick, because just got a few minutes here. Not like there's an official time limit or anything, but yeah, today was actually kind of cold. It got down to, I think tonight's supposed to get down to like 23 degrees outside. So yeah, definitely pretty cold. It's been fairly cold, but it has been like an average Wisconsin cold quite yet. We haven't gotten there yet. It's supposed to actually be slightly above average for temperatures, and we're also having a below average precipitation too for the first week of December. So that's why it hasn't feel like an actual Wisconsin winter quite yet. I mean, obviously it's not the 21st yet, so it's still, we haven't even had the winter solstice yet, but still, it's definitely been fairly cold so far. But either way, yeah, work was actually kind of slow today. Well, actually, no, it was anything but slow. I actually was so busy that the shift went by too fast, honestly. That's how work has been actually recently. Did I mention that? I haven't mentioned that to you guys yet. I'm actually no longer, I'm not in this position I was in before. I was a CSM before, and now I work in the electronics department, which is the best possible place for me to be, like in the store, as you guys know, because I love video games so much. So it's been a lot of fun working in electronics, and the job keeps me so busy because because I'm stocking shelves and helping out customers and putting away stuff from the front, from customer service that gets put up there because customers don't want it. Put away that stuff and whatnot. it keeps me busy like so much like every single day that the shift goes by fast. So honestly, I'm content with just staying there for the rest of the year and probably all of next year. Just however long it takes for me to get to start moving up again, because I had to move down for this position. But honestly, I think it was worth it, because I think I was honestly under too much stress in my job. That might have contributed to the feeling I've had over the past few months. Maybe that kind of contributed to it. I don't know. But either way, it's just after midnight too, so it's just barely December 2nd as I'm recording this. So that's actually kind of what I'm gonna be doing from now on. Is like whenever I post a vlog, it'll be today's vlog, and by recording it just after midnight, it gives me like the whole 24 hours to get up, and that way you guys get today's vlog today. So that's pretty cool. And you can actually have like up to date, like as up to date as possible. Essentially, you can have today's vlog today. Also, one last thing before I go. I actually have plans for posting the old vlogs on this channel, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine them into months, essentially. So the first old vlogs you're going to get on this channel will be February 2011, which is just going to be a compilation of the 2011 February vlogs, basically. And we'll go from there until I have all the previous vlogs from the old channel uploaded here. And yeah, and then after that, because here's the thing, it's kind of a long story, and I'll probably get into that in like another video at some point, but I actually lost all my YouTube videos that I had in storage in my external hard drive. I lost all of them from 2014 onwards, basically. So I have to download all the videos on my channel, right, like this one, and somehow get all the videos from 2014 onwards that are on multi-classic vlogs, whatever I have on there, as well as the United We Play videos too. So I have to download all those videos back onto my external hard drive to recover those. But those daily vlogs from 2014, 2015 that I made on multi-classic vlogs or Mr. MCG Live, they're gone forever, unfortunately, which really sucks, because that's the majority of my college time basically that I had captured on there, and it's all gone. There's a lot of memories that we're gonna lose on there. Not painful memories, but just memories in general. So it really sucks. Like, it really does, because I want to go back and listen to my thoughts I had as I was going through college. Anyways, let's stop before it gets too long here. The next few vlogs I'm gonna have, actually the next several vlogs, like it could be like 20 to 25 days or so, or however long it takes me to get through this. I'm going to be showing you guys my video game collection by console. So each video we're going to show I'm going to show you guys the collection I have for each video game system. So that'll be pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to start with. I might go by viewer suggestion, like what game system collection you want me to show next. But either way, that's what I'm going to be doing from here on out until I have like any other questions to answer or something like that. And we'll go from there. So join me next time, or even tomorrow, for the first video game console collection, or the first game console library, or whatever, however you describe it. Yeah, whatever one I decide to do. So see you guys later. Bye. Where's our remote? There it is. See if we can do this. Come on, I know this thing can work. Come on.